What's up, Sooner fans? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Before we get started, click the red subscribe button down in the center of the screen. Also, you see the other social media handles for the Sooner Surge. Thanks for being a part of the Sooner Surge. Like, comment on these videos, give us some feedback. We really appreciate you guys. It is about 48 hours away from kickoff at the Red River rivalry. And how we feeling, Sooner fans? Here's one thing I know. Everything's kind of been close to the vest, kept under the vest this week. Seems like there was opportunity maybe for some Texas guys to uh, give some bulletin board material. They did not fall for that. We also know that the Sooner players have kind of kept everything close under the vest. I think that's very much expected. No one wants to give the other side maybe any bulletin board material, Jay.
The way it seems, and you're going to have. I'm sure there's some stories already been filmed for game day Saturday morning. So we'll see that when all that's released Saturday. I think you got. I may be wrong on this. I'd have to look, but I thought I heard Danny Stutzman saying he's going with the cowboy cut this week. I don't know. I need to see what his hair looks like, but. Man, it's almost here, 48 hours, and the more I look into this game, the more film I watch on Texas and on OU. I know we've talked about run game a lot, right? About how it's very important, and it is. But to me, this game I think is resting on Dylan Gabriel, um, and I say that because I think Texas can be had in the passing game, especially over the top. Um, it's going to be a game where, kind of, if you go back to last year, it can't be a game where you miss the wide open touchdowns. You got to capitalize. If you get a guy, Kansas missed a few times, had some guys, and they missed. This is a game where you got to hit those, and there's going to be opportunities. I think deep down the field, and Dylan's got to be. He's got to do what he's been doing, giving the guys a chance to make the plays. I see that as the more I look into it, the more I think that's the biggest key to the game.
Yeah, obviously, in the trenches is going to be a key. Kay Matoya talked about this yesterday uh, about I guess the matchup with the O line versus Texas's, uh, front. They're
Yep.
good, they're strong. I think OU is ready for this matchup in the trenches. And something you mentioned, Jay, was Dylan Gabriel. Look, if he can continue to spread the ball, to use all the receivers that they have, that is just going to make his job easier. You can't lock in on one guy. You got to see the field and you got to make the throws. But the trenches, uh, being able to protect Gabriel so that he has time to do that and make the progressions is also a big key. The O line, we talk about run game, but pass protection, running backs picking up blitzes is also going to be a key.
Yeah, and let's just. I mean, as OU fans, and I'm not saying this like as a it's a negative thing, but nobody as an OU fan can sit here and say that Dylan Gabriel has played in this type of game. He hasn't. It's just nobody knows what the react, how he's going to react to this atmosphere, right? Uh, I think he's going to have a good game personally. I do. I think he's that fifth year senior type guy. He's the leader. I think he's going. He didn't get a play in the game last year. I think he's going to have a good game. But when you walk on that field, and we're going to have a player on tomorrow to talk about kind of this atmosphere, and when you walk out, it's a different animal, okay? And there's no way nobody can know how he's going to react. And OU needs him to play very well tomorrow. I think personally, I think a lot of people are talking about Quinn, but look at Gabriel's numbers; they're better than Quinn's. It's just that they haven't beaten an Alabama. That's the difference. They have, and Quinn played really good in that game. So that to me is the difference that people are looking at between those two. And that's why, I mean, if you're on Twitter all the time, I mean, OU has no shot in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the Alabama win on the road definitely separates Texas from anything on OU's schedule, as OU has not really win on the road outside of Cincinnati. And I'm going to go back that game. That's not an easy place to
No,
play.
no.
Their first Big 12 game. Uh, the environment was raucous. I think that having that on the schedule is going to help Gabriel. And Gabriel's been in tough environments. Come on, he's been in tough environments. He has not been in the Red
Yeah.
River rivalry though. And
Yeah,
that
not this. I mean, you could say the same thing like about Rondell Bothroyd at Wake Forest. He's been in some big games, but this game it's a different animal. It just is. And until you play in it, I just don't think you can really experience it. Now, there's going to be some younger guys that like Bowen, never played in this. Obviously, PJ, guys like that, but they may be so new that it's. I mean, it's still going to be a big game, but sometimes the less you know about it, the maybe the better you react. Right? You're just out there playing.
Yeah, and I know we're 2 days away here, and it's way too early to maybe to get in predictions. We'll be dropping a video on how BV has gotten so much better at game management. BV and Levy, see what they did in the off season. We'll have a video dropping that information. We're also going to have a video, of course, our Sooner Surge game time video where we pick standout players. But right now, Jay, 2 days away, is there a guy that you think? Wow, this guy is going to be a difference maker on Saturday. You just have a feeling. I have one, and you just mentioned him. I think PJ Adebawore is going to be a difference maker on Saturday.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I could see this as kind of a coming out game for him. I mean, because he'll get those one-on-one opportunities probably, and he can win them. He's that talented, and he's a guy that maybe the OU Texas getting him. I mean, I don't know his history, but it's not like he grew up in Oklahoma, right? So this game, he may not know as much about it. I don't know than others, and so maybe he'll react differently. Who knows? It's still a huge game, so we'll see how he does. A guy I look for to is a guy that did not do much last week, and that's Andrel Anthony. I look for Andrel Anthony to get started early and get started often. I think he's going to have a big game on Saturday. I've seen some over the middle and deep stuff. They listen. If OU puts Andrel Anthony, Nick Anderson, Drake Stoops, if they go, I think you're going to see a little more 4 or 5 wide this week. I just do. I nothing. I mean, I'm not like a coach, so I don't know, but I kind of feel like they may run something different, some different sets, and you get them matched up one-on-one with somebody, especially if you look at Texas' defense. I think where the safeties are probably weaker than their cornerbacks. So I think you can get them over the top, and I think Andrel Anthony will have a big game.
Yeah, I expect OU to also be more in the two running back set, and don't be surprised, Sooner fans, if one of those tailbacks coming out of the backfield on a mismatch is a guy in Brennan Thompson. He's going to create mismatches maybe for the linebackers. I could very well see him coming out, flare passes, and maybe having a huge game against his former team. Guys, yeah, be a part of what's going on in the Sooner Surge. Okay, we do have many things coming your way in the next 48 hours. So be a part of it. Exciting. Make sure you subscribed and turn on those notifications, guys. Till next time, Boomer.
Boomer.